All right, so when it comes to this particular series, this one's actually pretty special because we have a lot of programming techniques to discuss. However, the program is very, very simple. The temperature conversion is very simple. So what I'm going to do is just show you what happens if we don't talk about one of the concepts regarding programming, regarding in terms of catching certain errors. Is, let's say, for example, we say one to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. Okay, that's great, fantastic. Okay, we could have done something else, and we could have done a while loop and say, oh, it needs to be between 1, 2, and 3. Okay, which is fine. And we know that it works. I don't know how to do Celsius to Fahrenheit, but the function, I do know the function does know how to do it. So if I did that, that works. Great. It does the conversion. Fantastic. If I do it again, however, this time I say, let me put G. A mistake. I just made a mistake. I put G. It throws an error. And the thing is, this is kind of intuitive what the error is. First of all, we're doing it. But it says, cannot convert string to float. Okay. And it also gives us all this, junk in terms of what the error is, okay, or where the error is located. It's on line 25. Regarding the Python script, but it's better if we're able to handle that error, be able to specify what that error to the user, because the user shouldn't see this. This is too much. Okay, so let's do something. Okay, let's create a new file. Give me 1 second. Okay, so let's go ahead and create that Python file. Okay, not that way, let's do it this way. New file, Python. Okay, so it knows. And let's say temperature, okay, is equal to float. Okay, because we know we're going to get a float from the user input. Okay, and then say enter temperature. Enter temperature. Okay. Alright. So then when I save this as learning try except. If you watch the first video, the reason why I kept saying try catch, that's from JavaScript. So now if I run this, okay, enter temperature, and it's not doing anything. This 39 is going to exit. Okay, let's do something with that information. Let's print the temperature. Let's print the actual temperature. Okay. Now if I do it, it's going to print 30. Okay. Well, again, I can imagine in the past, if I run this and I say, F, G, it gives me this error, okay? So what I can do is say, go ahead and try this. Try this, and if it doesn't work, we know what the issue is. We know that it is not a number, okay? So try it, and if it doesn't work, say that you need to provide a number, okay? So what I'm going to do here is say try to get this information. It's going to throw an error because it needs to be indented. And I also have to then and I'm actually going to keep this in with that. That makes sense. No, actually I need a, okay. Then do except, and then value error. Okay. So the reason why we use value error is because value error this is what we're essentially giving it something that's not supposed to do. What is it not supposed to? Like what because that's what this is the type of error that we're experiencing, and so we're saying except this. When we experience this, we're going to then print to the user, invalid input. Print invalid input. Okay. Please enter a number. Please enter. There's other errors that can occur, but we're only looking for this one. We're only specifying this one to enter a different type of information that we would like to analyze. Okay. So if I do this now, if I enter a number, it's 30. I'm gonna say G because 30. We're not in a while loop. It's gonna tell us. It still gave us invalid input. Please enter a number. Okay. Because okay, this is good. I love it. I made a mistake. Okay, and so I made a mistake because it's a number. It's not a number, and so therefore I have temperature being asked of me, and temperature wasn't even information wasn't stored within temperature because the number wasn't a number wasn't given. So therefore, if I run it again, I say 30. Oh, that's a problem. If I say 30, we're good. It prints 30. Okay. So ideally, I would want to keep this print here. Okay. Then if I say G, it doesn't print, of course. It doesn't go to the next line. It just says invalid input. Please enter a number. That's what I wanted. Sorry about that. Okay, good to have some mistakes sometimes, so we can learn from our errors because you're going to fix errors. So to recap, the try except, what we're doing is we're trying this function. If it runs us an error or runs a particular error, it automatically breaks and goes here to the value error if this and says that invalid input. But there's other errors that could potentially occur. None's come to my mind in terms of this particular example, but when an error does occur, when an error that's a value that is an issue regarding the value, we're going to automatically go into this default scenario. Okay, so it's important for us to have that skill set within our pockets so that we can handle users' information accurately so that they can then, supply us with the right information. Okay. Thank you very much for watching.